All right, ARFCOM family, this time I recently hit the road and headed to the Land of Enchantment to check out the second annual LUCID Optics Ballistic Summit. The event was hosted at the NRA Whittington Center, an enormous range in the northern mountains of New Mexico. There were several vendors, shooters, and other media folks, but I spent most of my time with LUCID and Cheytac. The following footage captures most of LUCID's catalog of inexpensive and high-quality products, as well as some exciting new offerings from Cheytac. In the next clip, I stupidly did not have my audio turned on. Rather than hide it from you with clever editing, I'm going to punishingly dub myself with a silly accent, so I'll remember this painful mistake, and you might appreciate my transparency. Sorry if I'm not good at reading lips. Hello, ARFCOM family. This is Sean coming to you from the NRA Whittington Center in Raton, New Mexico. I'm covering the Ballistic Summit sponsored by LUCID Optics, so prepare to karate fight.
If you like seeing stuff more than not seeing stuff, take a look at our sponsor, TNVC.com, your source for quality night vision gear to make you the bump in the night.
Hi guys, Jason Wilson here with Lucid Optics. We're here on this glorious day at the Whittington Center, taking a few moments to share some of our products with some riders. In my hands today I've got the HD7. This product really kind of embodied where we started. In 2009 we opened up the doors with the red dot sight that, in our opinion, solved a lot of the problems with red dot sights that were on the market. When we started out, there was a lot of $99 and down novelty items and a very small handful of military grade higher end stuff that was $600 and up. That left a pretty large gap in the middle. So our goal with the HD7 was to introduce a full-bodied, full-featured, full-size red dot sight that retailed for around $250, ran on a common power source, had an auto brightness feature, so if you go from a bright environment to a dark environment serving a high-risk warrant, something like that, the reticle brightness would manage for you. You didn't have to think about it. Then we built it into a cast aluminum frame, rubber armored it, made it extremely tough. Backed up by a lifetime warranty, like we do everything else we make. So the HD7 has been our flagship since the day we started. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It has 4 operator selectable reticles, all based off a 2-minute dot. And there's no need to re-zero when you transition between reticles. So you zero it once and do what you need to do. The Optic take care of the rest.
Perfect. What else do you have for us today, Jason?
I've got a few other select toys here. I'm going to take another deviation into where we talk about size mattering. So, picking up this one, this is the M7. Okay, this M7 is a small tube style red dot sight. We took the approach of lightweight but durable and packed it with a reticle that's 30% faster than a standard dot. The M5 reticle inside this will get you on target very quickly. This one is powered by a 2032 battery, but it boasts 50,000 hours of battery life when you put it on the lowest setting, which is also night vision compatible. It comes with 3 mounts in a hard Pelican style kind of case to keep it safe. Okay, MSRP is around $325 on this, keeping it very competitive with some of the smaller stuff you'll see out there. Moving then from the red dot world into a magnified optic, still carbine oriented. We'll talk about the P7. So this optic is our answer to the ACOG. It is a dedicated magnified 4X optic. It provides you with a generous field of view, a generous set of eye relief, a ocular focus, glass etched reticle. The illumination is powered by a AA, and it comes in a dual illumination, blue and red. Okay, so this optic is, again, like the HD7, cast aluminum frame, chemical rubber housing, has the auto brightness features. We took what we learned from a proven law enforcement military grade optic and built it into a magnified version. Retailing for about $450. It's still a third of the cost of our closest competitor that has any kind of quality whatsoever. Again, backed by a lifetime warranty. If you haven't seen or looked through one of these, you're missing out. Give it a look. Okay, then we're going to transition to all the hotness right now, which is the low power variable optic. This is our 1 to 6. This is our L7. With a 1 magnification, optically 1 means none. So you can run this optic both eyes open just like you do with a red dot. With that being said, you can then transition when the situation changes to 6 real fast. Okay, there's the cattail levers built in. It's removable if you don't want it for snag issues, but a lot of competitor shoots, a lot of some of the law enforcement guys like the cattail because gross motor skills, it's an important thing when you're having to make a transition under stress. Okay, large field of view, generous eye relief, ocular focus. Now this one happens to be illuminated in blue. There's a lot of science behind why blue. With red, it's an attraction color, it's an emergency color. You don't want that kind of stress generator while you're trying to make a shooting solution. Blue is also easier to pick up with night vision, low light environments. You don't have to use the higher settings. It's a smart choice to look at a different color than red. Okay, this one, again, with an MSRP of around $420, we're half the cost of a closest competitor that's even got any kind of quality to talk about. When I talk about quality in optics, I'm talking about a couple things. I'm talking about resolution. I'm talking about color accuracy. I'm talking about no distortion. So these are the things that make it target identifiable and mission critical to be able to get your job done. Outside that, what we do and do well from a company standpoint is we design and develop optics that fit a affordable price point. There's no reason in the world this gear has to be that expensive. We would much rather you start out with a good piece of kit and take the money that you would have budgeted for another option and sink it in ammo and training. Because if we get good at our craft, we'll learn real quick that it's less about the gear, which is an oxymoron for me because I sell gear. Okay?
Do you build your mounts too?
I do. We do build our mounts. Yep, the 30mm mounts. We have them in low, medium, and high in 2 versions. One with the Pro, which has an anti-cant device on the rear bevel level. Okay? Transition that to another one of the new populars. The Little Mo is our answer to the Dr. Optic type of rear red dots, pistols, carbines. It has a 3-minute dot, runs on a 1632. It's about 4 ounces. Multiple amount of mounting plates out there available for it. A lot of guys are slide cutting for it. But what we've done different with this one that sets us apart is we've really scalloped the front of this one really low. So what that does is, in this type of orientation, your pistol dynamics and mechanics don't change. You don't have to retrain how do you handle your pistol. You can still use standard sights to index on the dot and it'll grab and be very useful very fast. We offer a very large field of view on the screen. That allows, again, for more speed to target issues. Auto brightness settings are not on this one, but we've had it on everything from the Desert Eagles all the way down to the 22s. It's an exceptional optic for around 320.
What's the dot size?
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3-minute dot size.
Got it, thank you. And besides optics, or at least rifle-mounted optics, looks like you've got some other things here too.
Correct. So in the optics world, you're always measured by the observation side. Everyone wants to see the clarity, the resolution of the glass. So what we've done for our B10 binoculars, for example, we went to manufacturers of camera lenses and we employing ED lenses. So they're the super high resolution lenses. That packed with a glass-bedded polymer frame makes the B10 some of the most incredibly crystal clear and lightweight optics on the market. The 8s are great. The 10s are a little bit more magnification. Both have a resolution that's astounding for their price point, around $650. Okay? They come with the neoprene covers, so the case is always with you. They also come in a hardstyle Pelican case that you can really keep them safe with. Then, from the next side of things, everybody, we're shooting on a range. We're talking about placing shots over distance and maybe calling for a friend. When we set the task to design a spotting scope, we wanted something that was incredibly clear, powerful enough for you to be able to resolve bullet holes in paper at 600 yards, lightweight enough to be manageable and takeable anywhere. So the SC9 came into play. A buddy of mine, he got a sheep tag. So we built this thing around the idea of the high altitude hunter. Well, oddly enough, the SWAT officer, the stakeout patrolman guy, the guy that has to take stuff and gear with him, he doesn't have room for a lot of big behemoth spotting scopes. But at the end, the discussion was this one outperforms the big behemoths in a tiny package. Okay, so around $490, almost $500 for this unit. We're a third the cost of our closest competitor for optical performance. Nothing on the market comes close to this in size and weight.
Hey guys, Jason Corrado here with Wyoming Tactical, hanging out here at the Whittington Center for the Lucid Optics Ballistic Summit. I'm out here today to talk about their L5 and MLX line of scopes. I use both of these scopes on my rifles. This particular one, the MLX, which is their first focal plane mil scope, is on my competition rifle. The other scope we've got here is their L5 series. This is the 4-16. It's the second focal plane MOA reticle. I guess a couple of advantages to either one of these. I shoot with the mil scope competition. When you're doing dialing, mils tend to be a little bit faster. However, on the other end of that, the MOA is a lot more precise when you're dialing and when you're zeroing your rifle. So depending on your application, that's going to be which line you want to choose.
What are the MSRPs on those, Jason?
So the MSRPs on these, this one's running right at about 800 bucks. This one's running about $600.
And how's the durability?
The durability is incredible. I am not known for being gentle with a lot of my equipment. This has survived multiple competitions, classes that I've gone to. It made 7 days at a pretty hardcore gun sight course. When I watched optics costing 5 times as much fail.
I'm Nelson Cribb. I'm the operations officer for Cheytac USA. We're out here today at the Whittington Center, the NRA Whittington Center in Raton, New Mexico, with the Lucid Optics Ballistic Summit. We're standing out here now on their 1,000-yard range, getting ready to engage some steel targets with our M200 intervention, as well as our Praetorian rifles, chambered in both 408 and 375. I may have a couple new releases. For a long time, Cheytac survived on the manufacturing of 2 rifles, the M200 and the M300. Whenever I came on board about 3 years ago, we evaluated that, looked at it, and if we're going to be a precision rifle company, then we need to cover precision rifles from 308 6.5 Creedmoor all the way to the 408 and the M200 intervention. So we released a line of short action, long action, and XL actions to meet all of our customers' needs and wants. So recently, in the last 3 months, we released our CT15, which is our take on an enhanced AR-15, all-American made parts, made here in the U.S., not parts sourced in the U.S., but U.S. made parts. A lot of the parts we're manufacturing ourselves. So between the CT15 and also a full billet CNC machined upper and lower receiver match on a CT10 in 308 and 6.5 Creedmoor.
Hi, I'm Amber. I'm an extreme long range shooter for Cheytac USA, and we're sitting here behind my M200 intervention chambered in 375 Cheytac at the NRA Whittington Center for the Lucid Optics Ballistic Summit. We've got a ton of people out here with a bunch of different disciplines. Some I know something about, some I know nothing about, and they feel like they're in the same boat. When we talk extreme long range, we really have to narrow that down to explain what it is. We've got to talk about what are we shooting? Are we talking about 22s? Are we talking about big bore, small bore? There's a way to get extreme in all of it. For me personally, I typically shoot between 1,500 yards and over 2 miles. And that's with the 375 Cheytac. But you can shoot just about anything and get in that extreme long range category, and we just keep trying to push it further and further.
Spotter on. Send him ready. Just off the left edge, good elevation.
2992.
Okay.
We're still like just now fouling too though.
Yeah. So I'd add another 10th into it.
Okay. Another 10th on top of the 10th I put in?
Yes, correct.
Target.
Send it. You went right under it.
We dropped 30 feet per second.
Yeah, that was just velocity.
She's fouled now, we're good.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Today is day 3 of the Lucid Ballistic Summit in Raton, New Mexico, out here at the NRA Whittington Center. We are today going to take a look at some new products by Cheytac, a company known for their absolute accuracy. They've released an AR-10 and an AR-15. We're going to give you a sneak peek.
I'm Ellison Cribb, Chief Operations Officer for Cheytac USA. We're out here at the Whittington Center, New Mexico. So we wanted to debut our new CT-15, 5.56, looking at a 15-inch rail here. Decked out, all U.S. made parts, not sourced in the U.S., but all U.S. made parts. What's not manufactured in our facility, we are getting from U.S. manufacturers. The unique thing about this is our new Cheytac stock, fully adjustable. What it allows you to do is to maintain the stock high in the pocket of your shoulder, yet bring the rifle more center of your body. This one's outfitted with a Lucid 1x6, great combination for this rifle. MSRP on this, we're looking at about $1,200.
Very cool. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for watching. I want to say a special thank you to Lucid Optics for hosting this Ballistic Summit out here at the Whittington Center in Raton, New Mexico. This place is absolutely gorgeous. If you get a chance, please come check it out. On top of that, Cheytac, their new ARs are something you're probably going to want to be checking out. So stay tuned for more information on that. Maybe we'll be getting one of these in for a review. Thanks again for watching. If you feel I've earned it, please hit that like and subscribe button below, and we'll catch you next time.